The red and blue lights flashed in Maya Johnson's rearview mirror as she pulled her sedan to the shoulder of Highway 85. She knew the drill: hands visible, engine off, wait for instructions. But as two officers approached her vehicle with unusual aggression, something felt different about this stop. "Step out of the vehicle. Now." Officer Martinez barked, his hand already on his weapon. Maya complied slowly, her military training kicking in. "Stay calm. Assess the situation. De-escalate when possible." Her dark skin seemed to trigger something in the officers that her calm demeanor couldn't override. "Face the car. Hands behind your head." As she turned, Officer Rodriguez drew his service weapon, pointing it directly at the back of her head. "One wrong move and officers," Maya said steadily, her voice carrying the unmistakable authority of someone accustomed to command. "I'm going to tell you something, and I need you to listen carefully." "Shut up. We'll do the talking here." Martinez snapped, but something in her tone made him pause. "My name is Maya Johnson. I'm a veteran of the United States Army Special Forces. I served 3 tours in Afghanistan as a Green Beret with the 5th Special Forces Group." Her words were measured, professional. "I'm reaching slowly into my wallet to show you my military ID." The officers exchanged glances. Rodriguez's gun wavered slightly. "I've been trained to neutralize threats in ways you can't imagine," Maya continued, her voice never rising above conversational level. "I've worked alongside law enforcement in some of the most dangerous places on Earth. But right now, I'm just a citizen who was pulled over for what I assume was a minor traffic violation." Officer Martinez stepped forward. "Look, we got a call about what? A black woman driving through this neighborhood?" Maya's eyes met his through the reflection in her car window. "Let me guess, suspicious behavior? Doesn't belong here?" The weight of her military bearing was impossible to ignore. Even with a gun pointed at her head, she commanded respect through sheer presence. "I've had weapons pointed at me by enemy combatants who actually wanted to kill me," she said. "I've saved the lives of soldiers, including military police officers not unlike yourselves. I've served this country with honor and distinction." Rodriguez slowly lowered his weapon. The reality of the situation was sinking in. "So I'm going to ask you both a question," Maya said, finally turning around to face them directly. "Is this how you want this encounter to be remembered? Is this the story you want told about how you treated a decorated veteran?" Officer Martinez looked at his partner, then back at Maya. For the first time, he really saw her, not just the color of her skin, but the woman who wore her service with quiet pride, who had earned every ribbon and commendation on her dress uniform hanging at home. "Ma'am," Martinez said, his voice considerably softer, "we received a call about a possible car theft in this area. The vehicle description, it matched your car." Maya nodded slowly. "And so you assumed the black woman driving it must be the thief." The silence stretched between them. Rodriguez holstered his weapon completely. "What unit did you serve with?" Rodriguez asked quietly. 5th Special Forces Group, Fort Campbell. Deployed to Kandahar, Helmand Province, and Kunar. I was a medic and communications specialist." She pulled out her wallet, showing them her military ID and veteran's card. "Staff Sergeant Maya Johnson, honorably discharged after 8 years of service." Martinez stepped back, his hand moving away from his weapon entirely. "Ma'am, we apologize. This was handled wrong from the start." "Yes, it was," Maya agreed. "But we can choose how it ends." She looked at both officers directly. "I understand you have a job to do. I understand there are dangerous people out there, and split-second decisions can mean life or death. But I also need you to understand that every person you stop is someone's daughter, mother, sister. They have stories, achievements, dreams. Today, you drew a weapon on a woman who has served her country with distinction. Tomorrow, it might be a teacher, a nurse, a student. The uniform doesn't make the threat, the actions do." Rodriguez nodded slowly. You're right, ma'am. Completely right. Maya straightened her jacket. I'm going to get back in my car now and drive home to my family. They're waiting for me to help with homework and make dinner. My daughter wants to be a police officer someday, believe it or not. She paused at her car door. I hope when she wears that badge, she'll remember that courage isn't just about being willing to draw your weapon. It's about being strong enough not to when you don't need to. As she drove away, both officers stood in silence, watching her taillights disappear into the evening. The radio crackled with another call, but for a moment, neither moved. Rodriguez, Martinez said finally. Yeah? We need to do better. Yeah. We do. Miles down the road, Maya pulled into her driveway where her husband and 2 children waited on the porch. She sat in the car for a moment, letting the weight of what could have happened wash over her. Then she smiled, gathered her things, and walked toward the warm light of home, carrying with her the hope that tomorrow might be different for someone else. The story would make the news eventually. Veterans' encounter with police sparks conversation about training and bias. But for Maya, the real victory was simpler. She had come home safely to the people who loved her, and maybe, just maybe, she had planted a seed of understanding that would grow into something better.